Deep Cuts.
Hello and welcome to Deep Cuts Live. My name is Damian Rodriguez, bringing you the latest and greatest in new music and entertainment from all across the internet. Starting in 2015, Hello Stranger is a Los Angeles alt-rock band that expertly straddles the line between heavy, circle pit-inducing metal riffs and soft, nostalgic, daydreamy melodies. Their debut album, Long Division, is out now. Please join me in welcoming Hello Stranger to the Deep Cuts Live stage. When I first heard Long Division, I was like torn halfway between devil horns and, oh, look at that adorable kitten. Was that the sound that you were going for when you recorded Long Division, or what kind of sound were you trying to create with Hello Stranger?
Yeah, so I think personally, I always liked bands like Muse, Green Day, Radiohead that just played tons of different styles, because it's so boring if you're just, hey, we only play, whatever, reggae, or not to look down on reggae.
We love reggae. Reggae's fantastic.
It's cool to mix it up and go between styles. It keeps it more interesting for us. So I think we were looking just to kind of throw our influences together and see what came out.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I liked about Sam's songwriting so much, is that no two songs, and especially that first record, sound the same. Like, you really can't pick one out and say it's similar to something else.
I too was trying to move away from reggae. I was just trying to follow along with his style. He actually has a pretty unique style where not only does every song sound different, but every part in every song sounds dramatically different than the last.
Throwing stuff at a wall and
exactly.
It's a spaghetti style of songwriting.
Exactly.
Right.
We're going to hear a song in just a few minutes that is, quite frankly, my personal favorite song. It is called The Flood. It gets the crowd going. I just love it. But tell the people at home a little bit about The Flood, the songwriting process behind The Flood, the recording. Give us a little bit of those tidbits.
Sure. So I can speak to the songwriting process, and it actually was an older song that I didn't envision playing with the band, but I had recorded a demo of it, and I think the guys responded to it. And I thought it was a little outside of our style because it's a little heavier. But then, to get political, Trump won the election, and I went, oh crap, I'm just pissed off. So I rewrote the lyrics to the song and tried to capture what I was feeling at that moment. And it became, I think, one of our favorite songs to play.
Yeah, I was a little, I don't want to say shocked, but I was taken aback a little bit by how heavy the song was when Sam brought it to us at first. But it was fun to play. I'm super into that stuff too. Just wasn't what I expected, but it worked out. It was fun to record too. Just layering all those parts and doing all the vocal layers. And we had there was in the studio, there was this little toy glockenspiel that we had that I recorded, a little tiny thing in there that you can hear on the record that has no earthly business being in that song, but it worked, and it was fun to record.
And now we have to tour with a glockenspiel everywhere we go.
Lug in the spiel.
Right.
Let's take a listen to The Flood by Hello Stranger right here on Deep Cuts Live.
stairs. Higher stuff is lying around. It smells like God machine, dance sex amphetamines, fury without sound. Oh, it's so funny, oh, did we miss the joke? Please come here, we'll hold you tight, tighter than the ropes, yeah, we're under fate. We'll reborn you lost and denied. It's brighter than a star that's brewing around. Hold you tight, tighter than the ropes, yeah, we're under fate. Reborn lost and denied. It's brighter than a star that's brewing around.
Deep Cuts. Welcome back to Deep Cuts Live. I'm your host, Damian Rodriguez, and we're here today with Los Angeles alt-rock band Hello Stranger. How important is it, besides out of necessity, for bands in this day and age to be involved in every part of the music business?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think that with the advances in technology and recording technology and access to distribution, it's been great because smaller bands like us have the ability to put our stuff out there and have a tremendous response. So that's incredible, but it also means that you have to, like you said, wear a ton of different hats. Like you have to take charge of your marketing, your branding, all that stuff. Once we get to, hopefully, the point where we have some resources behind us, if we're dealing with a label or a well-known producer or something like that, we'll have this experience of having done it ourselves, so we'll have a little bit more perspective into the process. And not to be like, hey, we're going to take the console from you, but it's nice to have control of your art and be able to weigh in.
We're going to listen to another song, also off of Long Division, but this is a song that you wrote in 7th grade.
So this is Virginia. Yeah, I had moved traumatically across the country from my home state of Virginia. I live just outside DC, and moved when I was about 13 to Chicago. And so I wrote this song as a way to cope with the trauma of having been moved and uprooted, but it was cathartic. So it was something that Sam immediately enjoyed and latched onto when we met and we were playing and trading songs and all that stuff, and so we've kept it in the repertoire.
Yeah, because you guys are college roommates, right?
Yeah, there were a couple songs on Long Division that we played back then in college that pretty much have stayed the same in terms of their arrangement. We've added 2 more guys to the mix, and we added the steel guitar in Virginia, for example. But other than that, the songs are pretty much the same. I think that speaks to Sam's, incredible songwriting intuition that this guy has. Yeah.
The drums improved though. Look out for those.
Well, speaking of which, let's go ahead and take a listen to Virginia by Hello Stranger right here on Deep Cuts Live.
Spent canvas have no shovels to watch die. Girls walk like reflections, always mirroring your steps. Burn out of time to the music until only reflections left. I can hear it ringing out under Virginia sky. No bridges left to burn, the heroes to watch die. I can hear it ringing out under Virginia sky. No bridges left to burn, the heroes to watch die. Deep cuts.
Hello and welcome back to Deep Cuts Live. I'm here with Hello Stranger. So, I've often heard that a band's first album is sometimes their strongest album because they've had 10 to 15 years to really master those tracks and really record them. And then the second and third album, they have to produce it in 1 or 2 years. And I'm a big fan of Long Division. So how do you keep the momentum, the sound, the energy of Long Division going to the project and the next project and then the project after that?
Yeah. Well, I hope the next one is better than the first one. I mean, we just want to keep improving with each record. I think for me, just in my songwriting process, I find it hard to actually repeat myself in terms of a song style. So there's a natural evolution just because that's how I write. So I guess the guys can speak a little bit more to what they're hearing or if they're seeing a change.
I think another part of it is we're not 16, 17, 18 years old. He's been writing for a long time, so there's ideas that he's already played before, thought of, or that he's riffing off of that are evolving now, but aren't necessarily brand new,
Sure.
you know, from thin air. So he has a lot of material to work with, which is nice. And it's, you know, you've been playing music forever, so there's a lot to pull from.
The new stuff we're working on is really good too.
Yeah.
Like everything that I've been working on with you guys since I started has been really fun.
Yeah.
I hope that maybe we can get a little boost away from, you know, like to evolve, as you were mentioning,
Yeah.
to get the first album and keep it going. Adding me in will give like a new element. That's something.
Totally. And I think
about
that's a great point.
Yeah.
Now I know these guys, and we've been playing together for I think like 2 years, so I can write in so much as I write for them. They mostly come up with their parts, but like I can play to our strengths. I can say, oh, you know, Doug's gonna have an awesome little part right here, and I'm just gonna make space for that. Or you know, Daniel or Sam will have a perfect thing right here. So it's really understanding who we are as a group now, and that's the evolution.
Right. For me personally, like his style works for me because, well, one, it changes, so it kind of keeps it interesting. Fast stuff, slow stuff, soft stuff, hard stuff. But he doesn't scream, so he sings over his music, which I like. We can do something heavy that doesn't sound like it's not us because he's still gonna sing over it. Yeah. Yeah, like growing up, I was obsessed with punk music, but as I became an adult, the only band that I really like from punk music is Bad Religion, and they're kind of like a similar thing, like they're heavy, but the singer just sings. So it's one of the things I kind of gravitate towards with Sam, for sure.
And we're going to take a listen to a unreleased, a brand new song.
So this is Hardline, and it's a new song we've just been working on. I think it's a different side of the band again, which is a little bit sexier, it's a little bit more modern rock. And so we were just excited to give this a shot, and it's certainly driven by Doug's awesome bass line.
This is Hardline by Hello Stranger. Thank you for watching Deep Cuts Live.
Can't catch its breath. It's too unspiral in the darkness. It's not to wonder what happens next. The student's beat as hard as the rest. What are you afraid of? You both know what you're here for. You count the cards and just another drink spoon. You won't even say, you know you won't even say. Go. This room where time is the address. It's little wonder what happens next, but hope reigns over what is left. What are you afraid of? You both know what you're here for. Count the cards and just number of drinks poured. You won't even say, you know you won't even say. Go.
Deep Cuts Live is proud to present Hello Stranger. Follow them on Instagram at Hello Stranger Band. This is their song, Ovation.
Very must collide. Ovation. Ovation. Civilization. Here I see you, the Father you see. Illuminations through the cracked mobile screen. Ovation. Ovation. Civilization. Ooh, there's no fire burning. Somebody call me away. Ooh, 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 there's no righteous among it. Nobody called them away. Nobody called them away. Nobody called them away. To know that you can, raised by the future with no promised land. Ovation. Ovation. Civilization. The man and his children stalk through the dark eyes. Hanging judge above us, we've called him a strike.